Hey everybody, Professor Z here, and this is it. I'm updating my tutorial on photo restoration. For several years in class, we have done a very painful healing brush, stamp, clone, move, layering, colorizing process. But over the past couple of years, Photoshop has been putting in feature after feature after feature that has made all of that obsolete, and this is a much more painless process and a lot faster. So here I have a photo that I downloaded off the interwebs. Just go ahead and Google image search damaged photo. Just make sure it's a higher resolution photo. If you have something that's too small, it's going to be harder for the computer to process the information. So you want to be able to give a lot of information to the computer so it's a little easier for it to do. I would give that same advice if you were doing it by hand as well, because it makes it easier for you to do. So here we are, we have this photo. You can see there's grain to it, the color is off, there's scratches from the photo being folded and bent in different ways across the whole frame. So let's clean this up. I am using the newest version of Photoshop. This is version 25.0.0. You can use this. This has been around for about 2 years now, so you should be able to use this in an older version as well. So go up to your filter menu and then choose Neural Filters. And it's going to open up a menu on the right side here. And I've already downloaded a lot of these tools onto my computer. They're not automatically downloaded all the time. So you might have to hit the little cloud download button in order to get it installed on your computer if you haven't done so already. So I'm going to go to the bottom feature, which is the photo restoration. And we're just going to toggle on that switch. Yeah, it's still in beta, but it still works really well. So as soon as I toggle it on, you can see at the bottom of my screen here, it's already processing that, and it did. It smoothed stuff out. Watch, I'm going to shut it off. See, it's grainy. It looks old. I turn it on. It looks a lot crisper, better. The scratches are still there because I still have to come up here and use the slider here. I'm going to bring this to about 50-ish. Now it will start removing those scratches. Again, look, it's processing down here. It doesn't take that long. Be patient, but it's pretty quick. And just like that, all the scratches have been removed. There's a little remnants. Let's Command plus to zoom in here. You can see a little remnants right here, maybe. So if you knew where to look for it, and right next to the eye, there's a little remnants there. A Command minus to zoom out again. So if you're looking for it, you can definitely find it, but it looks a lot better than what the original photo looked like. So if we're happy with that, I'm good. Now let's go on to colorizing it. Yes, by the way, I see this scratch right here. I'm going to remove this afterwards when I go back into my editing palette. But right now, while I'm still in the filters area, I want to take advantage of it. So now there's also this feature called Colorize. Again, this was a process that would take hours. You'd have to make a layer for each different color you want to use. In this case, I'm just going to click on Colorize, toggle on the switch, and within seconds, it's added color to this photo. Her skin has color, her eyes, her lips, her hair, everything has color now, and it looks great. This would take me forever to do, and I would never be able to do it as good as Photoshop just did it in a matter of mere seconds. You can, of course, play with any of these sliders that you want to try, but I'm going to be perfectly happy with that and hit the OK button. Now I'm back here in editing mode, so let's get rid of this little scratch right here. Again, I'm going to Command plus to zoom in and use my mouse to navigate over to here. So I'm just going to get rid of this. On my left side here, I have a tool called the removal tool. If you click and hold on any of these tools, you see any tool that has a little arrow in the bottom right corner, that means it has more than one feature below that button. So if you click and hold, you're going to see more tools. By default, it has the removal tool, which has these two little stars next to a band-aid. I'm going to take that, and now my mouse is over the top of the area I want to change, but you can see it's a tiny circle. That's the paintbrush head. It's kind of small right now. Let's make it a little bigger. So there's two easy ways to do it. I like to just use a shortcut. So on my keyboard, if I hit the right bracket key, it's going to make that larger. If I hit the left bracket key, it makes it smaller. I can also change the size up on my menu bar here. I can use a slider here to change the size very easily. And once I get it to the approximate size I want, let's just brush over that area, give it a second, and there it removed it. And let's remove this little anomaly here as well. And that did a really great job. And there's a little dot right there. And now let's zoom back out so we can see the whole thing again. And that looks great. So at this point, we're good. We're done. We can actually save this. So to save it, I'm just going to go to File. And now this was open as a JPEG, so I can just hit a Save As button. And I can save a new version of this. So I'm going to click in here, go hyphen, restored, and another hyphen, colorize, because it's restored and colorized, so I know that's what it is. Hit save, and there it is now. Oh, and another window comes up, quality level. I always want to do as large quality as possible. This might be an issue if the size is too large later on, but let's not worry about that right now. I'm just going to hit OK, and it's saved. Now, while we're here, I want to show you one more thing. With the new generative AI tools, let's expand the frame. Let's imagine what's behind her. This is just for fun at this point, but I want to show you what the capabilities are. So if I want to make this frame larger, come down to my crop tool on the left here, and on the top toolbar area, I want to make sure that it's on generative expand. And once I have the crop tool enabled, you see the crop handles are around the photo. So I can expand it in any direction, or if I just want to expand it in all directions, I hold down Option on my keyboard. I can grab a corner. It's going to extend evenly in all directions. And I'm actually going to move her eyes so they're on the top line here. This will be interesting. And then just hit the generate button and see what happens. And just like that, it extended the background. It extended her actually. It gives you 3 choices, so you can see on the right here I have 3 choices to choose from. If you don't like those, you can always hit generate again. I'm actually going to do an undo because I want to generate out in a different direction. So I'm going to crop again. I'm just going to go sideways, so I'm going to hold down Option again, expand sideways, let go of the mouse first, and then let go of the Option key, and it'll keep the photo in the center there. Hit return to generate. And it created a background. Again, it has 3 different backgrounds it can create. And that one's a little bizarre. So that's a tool to explore and start playing with. But that goes a little bit beyond the photo restoration. But the other part of it, I hope that was helpful. It's a lot faster way to do it nowadays than it used to be. And it's a very, very powerful tool. And it's only getting better every year.